Here are the 10 things no one told you about Jamie Foxx. Your producer, it's me, Jack Zod. Number 10. His real name is Erick Marlon Bishop. Jamie Foxx was born in Tyrrell, Texas on December 13, 1967 as Erick Marlon Bishop. It wasn't until the late 1980s that he decided to change his name. Why? Well, Foxx was actually interested in comedy, and he started performing at open mic nights in 1989, potentially because his girlfriend at the time dared him too. He noticed that female comedians tended to be called to the microphone before male comedians, so he changed his name to the gender ambiguous Jamie in hopes of getting up on stage quicker. That's right, one of the most famous names in Hollywood came out of trying to trick the dudes running open mic nights. The name Foxx was a tribute to Red Fox of Sanford and Son fame. He once said, "When you hear the name Foxx, you automatically think funny." Number 9. He was raised by his grandmother. When Jamie Foxx was just 7 months old, he was legally adopted by his maternal grandparents, Mark and Esther Telly. His grandmother was 60 at the time, and Foxx has said that Esther was a huge influence on his life and one of the reasons for his success. She ran a nursery school while raising him and constantly pushed Foxx to focus on his love of music and reading. Although my parents weren't around, my grandparents adopted me when I was 7 months old. He also added, "I was never short on the love of a mother and a father, though it came from an earlier generation of family." He said that he still doesn't know much about what his parents are like, but what he knows, the people who did raise him deeply care about him, and that's what matters. Foxx received his Academy Award for Ray in that emotional speech. He ended by thanking his grandmother. He said she was really his first acting teacher, telling him to act like you've got some sense. Foxx ended by saying that he still talks to his grandmother in his dreams. Number 8. He's a trained pianist. Foxx played Ray Charles in the biopic Ray in 2004, but the actor himself is actually a trained pianist. He started playing at the age of 5, and when he was a teenager, he played piano for his Baptist church. It was actually his grandmother who pushed him to get into music at an early age. "My grandmother said, 'This is how you're going to make money,'" Foxx explained. He later gone to study classical music and composition at United States International University, where he received a scholarship. Number 7. He was a quarterback in high school. Foxx was big into football as a teenager, playing as a quarterback at Tyrrell High School. In fact, he was the first player ever in Tyrrell's history to pass for more than 1,000 yards. His dream was to play in the Dallas Cowboys, but fans can be thankful that didn't happen, and he decided to go into acting instead. Number 6. He has written a song for all his movie roles, keeping his love for music alive. In an appearance on Helen, Foxx revealed that he writes an original song for every single movie role he does. In this case, it was for The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and for The Django Unchained, he wrote a song called Quentin Tarantino. These songs never actually got released for the public to hear, but it's just something that the actor loves to do. On The Django Unchained, he collaborated with Rick Ross for the song 100 Black Coffees, which plays during the intense shout-out scene towards the end of the movie. Number 5. He was nominated for 2 Oscars in the same year. Jamie Foxx was the second actor in history to be nominated for 2 different Oscars in the same year for 2 movies. In 2004, he was nominated both for the Best Leading Actor in Ray and for Best Supporting Actor in Collateral. Number 4. He loves doing impressions. With his roots in comedy, Jamie Foxx is a natural at impressions. When he was pursuing stand-up comedy, a frequent routine of his was an impression of Ronald Reagan, which he'd really love to see. He would do Ray Charles impressions on the set of the TV show In Living Color, impersonating Charles' dad Pepsi ads that were on the air at the time. even when he was doing these comedic sketches and goofy impressions. Foxx said that this helped him to hone his acting skills. Number 3. He's going to play Mike Tyson. Jamie Foxx also does a great Mike Tyson impression and is currently set to play him in an upcoming biopic, which sounds like it could be pretty incredible. The movie will be written by Terrence Winter and directed by Martin Scorsese. Interestingly, Foxx revealed recently that he'll be playing both the old and the young Mike Tyson. Number 2. He was almost in Jerry Maguire. Jamie Foxx's first major film role was in Any Given Sunday in 1999, but he auditioned for a few notable things before that. In particular, he actually auditioned for the Tom Cruise film Jerry Maguire, trying out for the character of Rod Tidwell. That role would end up going to Cuba Gooding Jr. Number 1. He got seriously into the role of Ray Charles. For Ray, which Foxx realized had potential to be his first major film, the actor did a lot of preparation for the role. He lost 30 pounds, practiced diligently on the keyboard, researched Ray Charles by talking to his family and friends, and studied any video of the musician he could get his hands on, including performances and interviews. One of the most difficult aspects of the performance would be playing a blind man, and so during the entirety of the filming, he wore prosthetic eyelids that essentially made him blind himself. Throughout the shot, the actor was pretty much blind for about 14 hours every single day. Now that's commitment to the role. Foxx said that he tries to approach every role like this, completely committing to it. In an interview he gave before Miami Vice came out, he said that, "The minute I was told I had to lose weight, boom. When you take on a role, there is no formula. You just have to keep working until you perfect the characterization," he said. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe on our YouTube channel for more updates on my page. And also press the bell button for more notifications. Your producer, it's me, Jackzod. Follow me on Instagram at Jackzod, Facebook, Jackson Moisemba. Thanks for watching.